is the goal of our society stability primarily or freedom? And when do the two come in conflict? Because
they often do, and that's an incisive question, and you're exactly right. And I would say to narrow the goal down to a single thing, as I did, is probably stupid. Stability makes a lot of other things that you want possible. But I would say within the American context, what you want is a country where the average person, again, with an IQ of 100 and, an income of 90 grand a year and 3 kids can sort of live the life that people lived under those circumstances in 1950. Like you want the average person to feel like he's vested in the society, that he can have a stable family without, by the way, let me just say, the economic impetus behind family destruction is totally underappreciated by conservatives. So they looked at the landscape of inner city America for 50 years and they're like, nope, family formation's gone. Like the overwhelming majority of kids grow up without a father. That's a cultural problem. Yeah, well, okay, yeah, it is a cultural problem. That's one way to describe it. But what's its root? Why did it happen? Well, look at rural America now, where you're seeing the incidence of fatherlessness like spike.
Yep.
It's unknown in my neighborhood. I live in a rich neighborhood. I'm sure you do too.
Right.
Like everyone's married, okay? Mm-hmm. There's no divorce where I live. In rural America, divorce among white people is now the rule. Out of wedlock births in a lot of zip codes are the majority. It's not. Why did that happen? Because the men make less than the women. Nobody wants, then there's so much social science on this. Nobody wants to say it out loud because you're violating some unspoken rule of like unhappy feminism or something. I don't care. It's true. Study after longitudinal study has shown that when men make less, women don't want to marry them. Now, maybe they should. Ask. I have 3 daughters. Ask them. And they're not ideological at all. And they're totally open-minded. They're young people. Would you want to marry a man who makes less than you? What? No.
Do you think that's because of structural changes in the American economy, or the counter-argument, which would be the welfare state, which is when you start to see all of this begin to
It's definitely the
spike?
welfare state, of course, plays a huge role in this, but I'm talking employed people. So when manufacturing dies, what's left? Well, in a lot of parts of the country, huge swaths of rural America, you have 2 main employers, the schools and the hospitals. Those are the full-time year-round employers. And those are traditionally female jobs, not exclusively.
Right.
There are many exceptions to all of this. And there are plenty of women who are happy to marry a man who makes less than they do. But I'm saying across large populations, that is true, and it's been shown to be true. So when male wages decline below those of females, marriage formation declines along with it. But childbirth does not.
Right.
In other words, we're sort of
Right.
hardwired to impregnate, okay? That continues. So what the net effect is, you have no families and more kids, especially boys, growing up in fatherless homes, which all but guarantees that you repeat the process. So like you have the disintegration of the family because of an economic factor. There are other factors. And of course,